listening to The Decision Reel.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, it's just the bros here.
Welcome. For good reason.
Exactly.
For great reason.
Maybe the most bro movie of all time. What are we reviewing, Walter?
Oh, it pulled at my heartstrings. Conan the Barbarian.
The first one, so The Barbarian.
Yeah,
There was
the funniest one of the bunch.
You're not really.
Hold on. I brought these up, but let's do this one first. This one first, right here. Hold on, check this out. Oh no, it's this one. Check
We're
this
not
out.
ready.
We're
ready.
We got to do this one.
Can you believe that? Huh? Can you
It's the best and the worst at the same time. Just.
Is that a real camel?
I think it is. Let's do it again. That's a real fucking camel.
He decked the shit out of that camel. Like straight deck.
That was a good contact as well. Like
That was
he
solid. That was jaw. He was trying to feint that fucking hunt. That camel.
That camel was going down.
This movie is the best bromance also of all time.
So let's break it down real quick.
Yeah,
what do you got? You got big swords. You got titties.
Tons, by the way.
Tons of titties that I don't remember.
Didn't remember. Yeah, exactly.
They
I
just
was say
popping everywhere. You got man titties too because they're popping. Pills.
Yeah, probably the biggest ones in the whole movie.
You know what? You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even think about it. Yeah,
Arnold's fucking ripped.
Mr. Olympia.
Gigantic.
Let's be real
the
here.
man himself.
The man, the legend himself. And then we got more blood, and then just Arnold just being Arnold.
And then fucking Darth Vader's head gets thrown down a flight of stairs.
Not only that, seeing him with long hair is a little off-putting.
Unnerving.
Unnerving.
It's super weird. Full-grown men with bangs and long hair.
Not
no
only
matter
that,
what.
it's
dude.
just like in my brain, he's never had hair, even though he's always had like short hair.
Yeah.
But seeing him with a long, flowing mane just doesn't do it for me.
He had hair. I think my first experience with him visually, obviously Star Wars by ear, but Sandlot. You remember Sandlot?
Yes, yeah.
He was an old guy. I think he had gray hair in Sandlot.
He was blind.
Yeah, blind as a bat, but with gray hair.
He's always looked old.
Yeah.
Even in this movie, he looks old, but he has a nice coif of hair.
He's got beautiful blue eyes.
And that man can stare into your soul.
He also runs the KKK in this movie. Did you see him?
Yes. Yes.
Me and Sarah are watching. We're laying in bed. We're enjoying this. We're not taking it seriously. Do not take this movie
No,
seriously.
you cannot.
So we're laughing hysterically. The music's good. And at the end, spoilers, it's him standing on his podium or his thing, and then down below is all of his followers.
Yeah.
And they're all pointed hoods in white cloaks. And I'm like, look, I'm not trying to draw any parallels. Thank God he's black.
Right. It's
Because
fine
if
if
he
he
was,
yeah.
if it was someone else, that might have been a little different. I
Unless
don't
he
know.
was blind and he was doing the Chappelle Show thing.
Woogie boogie.
Can't say it, but you know what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
But also the blind white supremacist. Come on.
Why'd he divorce his wife again?
Because she said, no, we can't say that. Anyways,
No.
welcome to the show. Subscribe, do your thing, the YouTubes, the Decision Reel. If you do like what you're watching, what you're hearing, because this is a podcast.
It's hilarious.
You're gonna
It's a
learn
hilarious
things. You're
podcast.
gonna cry with us. You're gonna laugh with us. You're gonna go along this adventurous journey that your ear holes are going to open up to.
We're gonna create a subfolder that's just the bro movies, right?
The
And it's
bro-
just gonna be
the bro-
Steve and I's when everyone else bails and we have to do these horribly masculine movies that no one else wants to watch.
I couldn't be here. I'm sick. I'm sure you are. Yeah. I don't want to watch Conan.
Inherently, this is Sarah's idea. This happened because I picked a different movie. If you guys watched last week's episode, I
Yeah.
had picked something different, way serious,
Way
different.
different.
And then Sarah, we're hunting for movies. There's nothing new right
No.
now, and I'm
Nothing
I can't.
that's worth watching.
Yeah. So, but Sarah comes across Conan the Barbarian, and I'm like, she says it. I'm like, yeah, I'm locked. I'm locked.
I'm already in it, Conan.
Yeah, we start watching it and
Oh, not O'Brien? Fuck, whatever. Put it on.
pleasantly surprised.
You've obviously seen this before.
I've not watched it beginning to end, but I have seen the whole movie in sections throughout
I
my
got you.
entire
It
life.
has been a long time since I've watched Conan the Barbarian,
Yeah.
and then what's the other Conan the Destroyer,
Yeah.
something like that.
But I would say it's my first sit through with this movie where I've actually just went
Like-
bop bop
I got you.
whole thing.
I mean, I think I probably watched this back in the day, and I know I watched it full because I remember going.
Dude, they censored this a lot back in the day.
It was always on like TBS
Yeah,
or
there's
TNT.
no way there was this many titties. There was no
Not when
way.
I saw it.
There's
when that
no
first
way.
set came out, I went, "Oh, we're doing it,"
Yeah, we had no hesitation too, by the way.
and they didn't even call like it was just, "Hey,
Yeah,
there's fuck this bitch."
that succubus scene
Yeah,
where he's making love to the demon lady.
and there's chucks her in the fire.
That went on for a while. I was very surprised. I was like, look,
Yeah,
this movie
it
was
did.
probably like, what, 70s, late 70s?
We'll get to it.
Anyways,
But
it was
newer.
old as fuck,
Yeah,
right? The fact that they let the sex scenes and the skin in this movie fly as much as they did.
I wonder what
It's a beautiful
the oil budget was on this movie.
Oh, they had P. Diddy's budget.
Yeah, oh, God damn it.
They had old fucking, the Diddy baby oil budget.
They were lubing up everybody. Anyways, if you do like what you're listening to or what you're watching, you can find us at The Decision Reel at all social medias, or you can go to our website where we have a store tab there, and you can support us by buying a hat, shirt, whatever you want.
Working
Spanx
on the
tights.
Diddy baby oil one
The
right
Diddy,
now.
the oil's coming. It's got to be a special like blue shade now because we're doing this blue thing where
That's a way
everything's
to
blue.
turn a phrase. The oil's coming.
The oil's coming.
Yes.
Take that how you want to take it, but it's on its way.
Oh, yeah. Conan the Barbarian.
Anyways, the plot of Conan the Barbarian. A powerful warrior seeks to avenge the genocide of his people and the murder of his parents at the hands of a snake cult.
Yeah, snake cult. Serpents. Random,
That was a big-ass snake.
but dope. Yeah, which one?
In the beginning,
The one
beginning.
that he just cuts the head off of?
Right.
Just straight cuts the head off of.
Ha!
Like, he comes in, and I'm sitting there. That was like Anaconda almost, too, right? Some of these
It did look a little, yeah.
very similar. But as soon as they start diving in the whole... Look, I think this whole movie is funny. But
If
as
you
soon
take this as a serious movie,
Yeah.
I think that's your problem.
as soon as they started jumping, they jumped into that hole and they started fighting that snake. I was like, oh yeah, I'm fucking this is it. This is what I've been waiting for weeks.
There's something to be said about, okay, you want to make a movie like this now, right?
Yeah.
It's never going to happen. No one's going to like it. No one's going to...
Let's do it. Who the fuck cares? Let's
I
do it
mean,
for us.
we
I
got-
want to remake Lord of the Rings.
But budgeted with an iPhone
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like $5 extra.
Yeah. just us. Just walking.
We're just walking. That's
Places.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the movie, right? They're just walking.
I saw a funny meme the other day. It was Lord of the Rings, and it was a collective scenes of two women talking to each other
Okay.
or acting. There was one, and it was one line, and I was like, oh. I was like, okay. Is this why I like it so much?
Maybe this is it. That's
And
pretty
I
funny.
said it to Sarah because she's way more of a fan than me.
Yeah.
And I don't think she liked it very much.
I'm offended by this one line of dialogue.
It was
in
a
this-
daughter and a mom about to
Oh.
run from the orcs and nothing else.
I
There's nothing
mean,
else.
that's pretty much Lord of the Rings.
It's a dude movie. Well, not a dude, but it's definitely a lot of dudes in the movie.
Yes, a lot of swinging.
Yes.
Eh.
Question mark.
Anyways, where to watch Conan the Barbarian for free? You can't watch it anywhere at the time of this recording, but you can rent it on Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango at home.
I got the Plex set up on the LG upstairs finally.
Ooh, nice. Is it
Sunday
working
night,
good?
it works way better than it does on the Sony for some reason. Sony's
Yeah,
a way better TV.
So I've
Don't
had
get it.
two people now who have Sony TVs that if you're using the app on the TV, it
Yeah.
doesn't work very good. Plex app on the TV, no. If you want to be right, you get a direct streamer. So you can either get like a NVIDIA Shield,
Sure.
you can get the Rokus are pretty good, or, and a lot of people say this is wrong, if you get like a PlayStation or an Xbox, it works perfect on there.
Yeah. Something that's a little bit more catered.
Something that has
A little
some
more space.
CPU
Yeah.
power on it will get it working,
Let it cook.
especially if you're doing some transcoding.
Just continuum transfunction here.
Zoltan. I always wanted the bubble suits that they had for whatever
Oh, yeah,
reason.
yeah, yeah.
They're just popping each other. Can we?
Stress
Is that on
relief.
Amazon? Is that on
Stress
Amazon?
relief.
See if you
can
can
make
look
'em.
that up on Amazon. If there's a bubble wrap, it's like a jumpsuit, right? A bubble wrap jumpsuit.
So Amazon safety bubble suit is what
That
is
could
what-
be it. Amazon safety bubble suit, or just Amazon bubble jumpsuit.
All right, Steve. Let's let this fucking.
Let's go. We're locked in.
Amazon bubble
jumpsuit or suit. Yeah, no, not that.
Nah, that's not
it's
what we're
gotta
looking
be
for.
It's gotta be okay.
but this is what we need to do a fucking show with this.
That would be hilarious.
This reminds me of like the Jackass sumo suits. Remember what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, you can be that, whatever that game is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Man, if I had hips, I'd get this onesie.
I'd still wear it. Oh, nope.
Oh, yeah, no. That's not the kind of bubbles we're looking for.
Those are bubbles. All right,
Bubble
go,
wrap?
Go bubble wrap
Bubble
suit.
wrap.
Bubble wrap suit.
Wrap suit. Let's see what we got here.
I
Nope.
guess we got to make it ourselves.
That's the only way.
You
We're going to look
think
like that kid off of, what is the football kid movie? What is it?
Little Giants.
Little Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Well, okay, but I guess we got something to do over the weekend. We're going to make a bubble wrap suit and be Zoltan.
Speaking of, these guys in this movie, barbarians didn't have armor. They were just fucking
They had, like,
savages.
Some shit. They had like,
It was leather armor.
We killed all the pelts, or we killed like all the squirrels, and we have pelts on us.
Yeah. What is that gonna? That's not gonna do anything.
It's gonna do nothing.
Yeah, you're getting shanked.
It's gonna keep you
through
warm.
that fucking beaver pelt you got across your fucking ball sack. You're getting you're getting caught.
Why wouldn't they take a beaver tail and use that in front of the ball sack? The beaver tail is actually a hard substance, and it would be harder to poke through.
Is this because you're Canadian?
No, you said beaver. You brought it up, not me.
I know, but the knowledge, the depth of knowledge over a
All
beaver
right,
tail.
maybe there's a
Look,
little
wait,
bit there.
it's starting to come out because Steve's depth of knowledge, beavers. He informed me that the raspberry flavoring came from a beaver's ass.
Beaver's anus, yeah.
So he just knows inherently
About beavers,
beaver-esque
yeah.
stuff.
You know what? Growing up, maybe they were teaching us, and I just didn't know.
Back in the day, that was the thing.
They're like,
You
oh,
pet
there,
beaver
bud.
pelts
Okay,
where
you
it
get the
was."
beaver, and you take its asshole out there, bud. And it's a good treat. Let me tell you.
Oh, this twisted tea. With
This
beaver
twisted
ass
tea, raspberry.
flavoring.
It's funny. So I was golfing yesterday with my buddy Joe, and he's like, "Oh, I got these new teas. We're gonna try them out. They're like Sunnyside or Sunnyvale or something teas." I'm like, "Yeah, fucking, let's go." He pulls out the first one was just a regular lemonade. It was pretty good, not gonna lie. Then he pulls out the next one, raspberry, and I looked at it, I'd be like,
Yeah.
and I go, I
It's
do one
hard,
of these,
man.
Hold on, I do one of these. Joe, did you ever know where raspberry flavoring comes from?
Every time.
Every
It's
time.
every time now. Why don't
And-
they use
and you know-
normal raspberries to make raspberry flavoring?
Because Big Raspberry doesn't want you to know about.
Yeah, exactly. So if you think about it, right? So if they're using beaver anus, there has to be a money function. It has to be cheaper to make raspberry flavoring from beaver anus
It has to
with
be.
mass production.
It's barely a
Then-
cent per beaver.
Yeah. So maybe that one beaver can be like 70 to 80 twisted tea raspberry flavor.
Or more, you don't know.
Yeah. Anyways.
The funny part about the story is, so when I went, did you know about raspberry flavoring? And he went, yes, I do, because you told me already. And I went, when was this? He said, some months back. And I said, oh, I guess I'm just telling everybody.
That's a hard one to forget. That's a very difficult one to forget.
People don't forget. Anyways, Conan the Barbarian is written by John Milius, M-I-L-I-U-S.
M-I-L-I, Milius? Milius?
Milius.
I don't know. He's a genius writer, though.
Also, Oliver Stone helped write it. Directed by John Milius.
Nice. That's a name. That's a good name.
That is a name.
a
Funny
name.
fun fact, because I throw these out. Triple H,
Sure.
the wrestler, Triple H, who,
Yes.
if you don't know his real name, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
I don't know it,
That's
but
not his
that
real
makes
name. His real name is Paul Levesque.
so that's a stage name.
That's his performing
Abbreviated.
name. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. His first name was Terra Rising.
That's like this one.
Oh yeah,
Terra.
she's not here for
That's-
Terra Rising. I know,
that's-
right?
That's her shit. All right.
Anyways, he said that he credits John Milius his writing style and how to tell a story. He credits him making his own stories in wrestling for this guy.
Oh shit.
So the way he told stories, the way he I mean, if you look at some of the stuff Triple H has done, it's very Conan the Barbarian-esque looking, right?
All right.
But not just for this. He's done, obviously, other movies and stuff like that. But he's saying his writing style and the way he portrays characters and the way he tells stories, he's taken a lot from that.
Dude, inspiration from the weirdest
Exactly.
places.
Right.
What's the guy's name that did the Golem live action? I keep
Andy Serkis.
bringing this back to Lord of the Rings.
Andy Serkis, right?
Yeah, the tone and the acting tone that he was using to do that was from his cat puking. He
Hilarious.
was making noise.
Right.
So he decided to run with it, and that's where it came from. I was like, what the
It
fuck?
works. Right. These are the things that I like about movies, stories,
dope.
TV, whatever, is when you find like all these random facts, you're like, that can't be okay. It is real.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, man. It's great. I love that music. I'm all about
okay,
it.
that makes sense.
I was
Yeah.
doing another off-topic thing. Steve
More Lord of the
Lukather,
Rings thing. Oh, yeah, okay,
right?
yeah.
Guitar player.
Yep.
Did a bunch of recordings for Michael Jackson.
Mhm.
He was talking about all this craziness today about when he was recording for these people and how they had to do all these double. That solo for, what is it, Beat It, that Van Halen wrote,
Yes.
was before the rhythm portion. He came in after the fact and was like, yo, let me put this in there. Full stacked and gained. Michael said, no, not that much. And then put that track that we know now afterwards. I was like, and he had to listen, but how he had to do it was the original recording got lost, and the only way to hear it was in Michael's headphones in the original recording of his vocals.
Turn my headphones
Because
up.
that's all they had,
Sorry.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine listening to something, and it's Jackson's voice so loud that you hear it through the headphones, and you hear a little bit of the music in his.
That's wild.
And then he played the rhythm
yeah.
track to that, and they made a click track to that. Isn't that
wild.
fucking crazy?
See, this is
Anyways,
what I'm saying.
anyways.
These are the stories that need to be said.
It's,
I don't
it's
even know
fucking
about
awesome, man.
what you did last week.
Yeah,
We're talking about real shit.
exactly.
Speaking of real shit, this is rated R. I don't know if anybody could tell why.
I don't know if it's the titties, the blood.
There's no guts in this, right? I mean, there's not like blood spill, or there's blood spilling out, obviously. but there's no,
Literal
like,
guts?
Yeah.
No, but people get beheaded in this. Does that count as guts?
I mean, the opening sequence of the movie. Does he do like a full 360 into that?
yeah, I do. It's full swing.
But
That's,
like, is
that's
he
momentum
generating-
galore, dude. That's all the way there.
So Darth Vader's like, before I had a lightsaber,
Yeah.
I had this fucking sword, and I cut your fucking mom's head off with it.
We're going to look this up, and we'll probably get flagged, but I want to know how hard it is to cut a head off. How hard
How much
is
PSI do you need in your
it-
swing?
Is it
How much force? It's probably how much
to
force to cut a human's
cut
head off.
a head
I don't.
off
We might
a
get flagged. You're
human?
right for not like copyright, but we're on a list now of.
Aim is precise. Decapitation is quick. Okay, well, that's
I guess
not
it
telling
probably
me.
depends on where you hit it, right? How easy is it to actually cut a human's head off?
All right.
in one
Sponsored
blow.
by Quora.
We're
Let's
gonna
see what,
we're gonna see what
they
comes
have
up
to
first
say.
before we see that. Okay,
It's
no,
not that
fine.
easy.
It's not that easy. You gotta sit there and just chop the fuck out of that thing until it comes off.
This is a funny conversation, right? Because we were
Sure.
watching the movie. The girl does it, and
Mhm.
Sarah said that there was no way. She says this, that there was no way she had the force to chop this person's head off.
I mean, he goes, "The force is strong with you."
Even if struck in the back of the neck, this is a rather flexible structure. Okay, well, it can't be that. It can't
can
be
be.
that bad. Did you get the "I'm your father" thing at the end?
I did.
Feeling when you
Yeah.
saw this?
Oh, yeah.
When he says the quote, I'm like, okay, Star
And
Wars.
it's funny because it's sort of around the same time.
Is it?
Oh, maybe we'll get there in a second.
When was Star Wars? Like 73, 72?
So the first Star Wars, I believe, was 78.
I thought it was earlier than that.
No,
New
'cause-
Hope was
'cause-
later.
No,
I'm not
New,
great with
New
dates.
Hope is
I'm
the
not great
is the
with
first one. It's like it's late 70s because the Empire Strikes Back is like 82.
Okay.
It's 77, 82, 83, I believe. I should know this because I have the fucking original prints on Plex.
Oh.
Or is it 87? It might be 80. So it's
Legally.
77, 82, or 84.
Do you want me to look this up right now? You want me to look it up?
Hold on, I want to know if I'm right. I'm writing it down before you do. That way there's
New
proof.
Hope.
77.
release.
84, 87.
Oh, 77.
77.
New
Look-
Hope on the
Okay,
dot.
I got one.
All right.
Go down because it's right there. It's literally right there.
Oh, is it?
Empire Strikes Back is 1980. Yeah, what?
Episode 1, 99. Oh, these are the other ones. 2005. I mean, you hit it. That's what you said, right?
I said
No, you said
77.
80. You
I
said
said
82.
77, 84, 87. I guess I'm wrong. God damn it.
Furt 3. Fur.
77, 80, 83.
Yeah.
Where was I
okay.
getting 87 from? Or 84?
Yeah, 87 felt a little late.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I ain't
That's all
no
good.
scientist.
Speak English, Doc.
Conan the Barbarian is starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, James Earl Jones, Sandal Bergman, Ben Davidson, Cassandra Gaviola, Jerry Lopez, just Mako, That's his name. Mako, Valerie Quinessen,
It's the names that get us, man.
William Smith, and Max von Sydow.
Are you telling me Will Smith was in Conan?
William Smith was in Conan the Barbarian.
Look at these bangs.
He don't wipe me, man. Why?
What it is, don't you, boy?
What it is, boy.
Look
Like,
at his bangs,
it's wild.
man.
It's fucking wild.
It's the least I can
It's
do.
too much.
Yeah, it's,
Look at it. It's because they're not bangs.
Look, if you want to make someone creepy, look, disturb it when he transforms into this snake
Yeah.
and they bounce between that visual like 2 or 3 times. It is the weirdest looking shit.
I don't like it. It's because there's no bangs.
Steel isn't strong,
Yeah,
boy.
that's they call it baby hairs, right? Those are your
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. It would be better if it was full bangs, or at least like an extra inch there.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. That's not for me.
Do you think this is what is his most notable roles besides Darth Vader? Right, this is probably one of his biggest ones.
Lion
I
King,
think.
Mufasa.
Oh yeah, I always fucking forget that.
Think
That's-
of this man for a second.
Where else? He's
hold
been
on.
in a billion things, but
He
it's
has
like
been 2 of the biggest fathers in cinema history, right?
yeah, 100%.
Because you got, obviously, Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker for you playing at home, then Mufasa. Does Mufasa have a last name?
Go watch the new one. Maybe he does. I don't think so. Simba didn't have a last name.
But there's a lot of lines in that Pride. You'd think they need last names to know who's who.
I don't think so. I think
They can't have 5 Jims just named like Jim.
when there's
Jim.
When there's only 30 of you, I don't think you really need last names.
They're all inbred, so it's the same last name.
My dad's my uncle.
Simba Lion that's our last name.
I don't know, but yeah, those bangs atrocious.
I don't like it. Runtime 129 minutes. There's one thing I want to talk about before we move on here. Max von Sydow.
What?
So he's the old white guy. He's in one of my
Like the the king that he goes
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
in
in
the
the be-
beginning.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the whole reason he's hunting for the daughter
Correct,
or whatever. Okay,
correct.
yeah. Go ahead.
He plays a villain in a movie that we talked about Canada, so I'm bringing it up. It's called Strange Brew. I've wanted to pick this movie now for a long time because it came out probably right around the time this movie came out. I'm pretty sure it came out like 83 or something. But he plays an evil brewmeister,
Like a beer guy?
like a beer guy.
So this dude's just fucking hops and evil, is what you're telling me.
Okay, hold on. Hear me out.
Dude, that's the greatest duo name of all time. Hops and evil.
Hops and evil. Okay, hear me out. The plot of this movie. I'm not going to tell you the dumb part of it because I want to see if you would think this would be a good movie to make nowadays.
Strange brew.
Strange Brew.
All right.
So
Good,
the
good.
Strange Brew is there's this, like, think of the Budweiser, okay? Budweiser is the biggest
Sure.
beer producer in America. And at the Budweiser headquarters,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They have a brewmeister who's the head of brewing. So
He's the main guy.
right.
The scientist, if you will.
Exactly. He is
Yes.
he is a scientist.
Yes.
Right. So he's unbeknownst to the owner who just passed away mysteriously, he's been making the actual brewery all automated so no one's there working anymore, so no one can watch
Sure.
him and see what he's doing.
Robots, Walmart style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in that, the brewery is connected to the insane asylum next door.
What?
And so he's
That
carrying
took
out
a turn.
Yeah, I
that
know,
was a
I know.
turn right there.
He's carrying out experiments on said insane asylum
oh
people.
Okay.
with the beer. So he's making
Is
a
he
beer.
just going, dude?
that-
If I had to go crazy, well, that sounds great.
Hold on. So the beer,
Yeah,
he's
let me-
experimenting with this beer that has mind control in it.
Oh yeah,
so
these
he's
people already lost.
right. So if you can control their mind,
Oh yeah.
you can control anybody. So anyways, so he creates this beer that has mind control effects in it. The way they test this out is this guy has a keyboard and he's playing like the dopest sounding Stranger Things frequencies you've ever heard, like
Yeah.
dum 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 dum, whatever.
And these people are just doing commands.
No, they're lining up to play hockey against each other, and then he
What?
gets them to fight each other and play each other and obey them through this keyboard.
This is more and more Canadian. The further we
Yes,
get,
yes,
we get down
obviously.
the rabbit hole.
But the idea of it being beer controlling insane asylum people
We should do this.
patience.
Movie. We should do it. We should do it.
Oh yes. Here's the other
This
side
is a
of it.
fucking zeitgeist beer meister.
So the other side of it is, so Bob and Doug McKenzie are a big Canadian staple if you grew up in the 70s and 80s.
Sure.
And it's actually, so it's Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas. You know Rick
Moranis. Yeah.
Exactly.
Those
So
fuckers, yeah,
before he hit it big in America, he was on this show called SCTV, which was like Saturday Night Live or In Living Color. And
The Canadian
in Canada,
version?
correct.
Sure.
In Canada, it's Second City TV is what it was called. But in Canada, every show needs to have, I think, 30% or 20% Canadian content on it. I.e., if you're doing anything, it has to represent the country.
What defines Canadian content?
Anything
Hockey
that... Yeah, sure.
esque stuff?
Yeah.
Or just stuff that's like people apologizing for 30 minutes? What is Canadian content?
At the end of every show, I'm sorry.
we missed 30 seconds, so you guys are going to have to bear with me for a little bit here.
Sorry. Anyways, well, no. So the reason why they made this sketch of Bob and Doug McKenzie was they didn't have anything anymore, or they couldn't figure out exactly what you're asking. What is Canadian content? What are we supposed to do
100%.
here? Right?
Yeah.
So they made this show of these two dudes talking in front of a bunch of beer, doing nothing, called The Great White North was their show. So they would just sit there as brothers, Bob and Doug McKenzie, and just talk about dumb shit. And that was the
Great.
end. That was the end of every episode, was them talking through the credits of stupid shit.
That's great.
It became so awesome that they made a record with Geddy Lee from Rush.
This is getting more Canadian as we go.
Oh yeah. Also, if you've ever listened to the 12 Days of Christmas, they have their own version of it, and you might have heard of it before.
Maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe.
sure.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I've
that's
heard a
on
bunch
that-
of different versions
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, it's on that record. So then they go as far as becoming so popular, they make a movie. This is the movie, right? But before you find out all this shit about the brewery, you're following them making a movie. And they go and make a movie. And inside the movie, they go to the theater's premiere to watch said movie.
A little bit of Inception stuff going on.
And this
in
is
there.
before, this is like 1981, 2, right? This is before anybody's ever thought about breaking the fourth wall. They're doing it in
It's
a Canadian
like the
movie.
ultimate Canadian mindfuck is what
Yes,
you're telling me
yes.
right now.
So anyways, the movie then is so bad because it's literally them filming it themselves.
Hold on. You keep talking. I'm going to find
It's
a
great.
preview.
So then everybody in the theater that's watching it gets so fucking mad at them that they ask for a refund to them in the theater, and then they have to get jobs now to pay for this. So they go to this brewery randomly, and all this happens.
And
It's great.
Craziness, Scooby-Doo shit transpires.
Yeah, dude, it's wild.
Is there a trailer for this? Strange Brew?
Strange brew. You put backing track. I don't know what backing track.
Autofill.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's Wally's.
Strange
This is
brew.
what I look for all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
Strange
yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
brew.
I've seen this
Dude,
cover before.
mouse in a bottle. This is the perfect thing.
Plan don't work, eh?
The old man will boot us out of the house. We'll have no place to sleep.
Yeah, I could live in this van, eh? I don't need no
Take
place.
off. You need money to live or you'll starve.
Well, this plan sucks. I ain't going in.
The Artur, I'll tell the old man you gave away his beer money.
Okay. Boss me around.
Morning, George. All right, oh, Betty. Give me 12 fresh.
Dude, that sounded like your dad's voice. That fucking waked me up for a second.
Canadian.
Morning, George. That voice.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, take it easy. Well, Elsinore. 12.
No, 24.
Oh, yeah, sorry. 24 Elsinore beers.
24. Yeah.
24 Elsinore, 1470.
I believe there'll be no charge on this too for a beer, thank you.
Excuse me.
Okay. We found this mouse in a bottle of Elsinore beer that we bought at your beer store, eh? And we heard, like, when that happens...
How'd they get that fucking
you
in that
get
bottle?
your beer free.
It's in the Canadian Criminal Code, eh?
Yeah.
Like, there's legal precedent
Oh
set
my
in cases in law.
Oh, my God.
So, like, give us our free beer.
You want free beer? Go to the brewery. Now get out of here before I put the two of you in a bottle.
You sure you don't want to think this over?
I'm sure.
Okay,
We're going.
yeah.
See ya.
So they go to the brewery and then they get jobs. It's almost like a Simpsons sketch because it's like Homer going there and just falling into having a job and it working out perfectly for him. It's great.
All right. I'm in. I'm in.
It again, just like with Conan, like we're talking about, it's not a good movie, but it's hilarious.
Those are
If
the
you-
best.
That's what I'm saying. If you can wrap your mind around, shut it off and just enjoy the ride, it's great. It's fucking great.
I'm in. We'll lock it in.
Locking it in. Conan the Barbarian, though, getting back to that because
Mead.
was released on May 14th, 1982.
82.
82.
Long before.
Not a good year because I wasn't around yet.
I wonder if this movie, like, had the most boobs in it for that period of time.
Probably not.
What do you think had more?
We're going to get to that when we get to the top
Oh,
10.
you savage. See, we're on the same level here.
Yeah, I know what's up. Okay, top 10 that week. No particular order. Well, the top 3 when we get to
Sure.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Top 10, number 10 that week. Richard Pryor, live on the Sunset Strip.
Ooh, is that the little Richard Pryor run down the street?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Dude, Richard Pryor's hilarious.
Yeah.
One of the best.
I kind of want to watch some, and then I'm like, that's not for me. I don't get some of their problems, you know?
Dude, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy
I'm joking.
it.
It's hilarious.
It's the best.
It's the best. Anyways, number 9, Death Trap.
Death Trap?
You know what to do,
82?
Wally. You know what to do, Wally.
All right,
Look
yeah,
it up.
yeah,
I was thinking it was like a, how to say, like a Mad Max style car thing. Maybe. That's my thoughts. It's probably not that whatsoever. Eaten Alive. Yeah, that's not it. Death Trap, 1962. Death Trap, 1980. Michael Caine.
Is that a fucking Rubik's Cube?
It is.
Oh, it's Superman.
Oh, fuck. No way. Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Dan.
And a twist in the plot.
Right.
Death Trap is everything.
Well, I do like
it's
30
not.
seconds or like 10
Sidney,
seconds.
people are
Sure.
always interested in psychics who can point at someone and say, that man murdered that man.
That man murdered that man. I don't
All right,
know.
suspense, horror, thrill.
Suspense,
Miller?
yeah.
Let's
Let me read
the thing.
read the
Go ahead,
description. A struggling playwright invites a younger writer to his home to discuss a script, but the meeting spirals into a deadly game of deception and betrayal.
Yeah, Michael Caine tries to seduce Superman.
Michael Caine. I want that Superman.
Yes, sometimes I just like to watch the world.
What's the IMDb out of 10 on that?
7, dog.
7.
That ain't bad.
That ain't bad at
That
all.
ain't bad.
Death Trap. Well, keep it up because we're not going to know any of these. Number 8, On Golden Pond.
Pawn is in P-A-W-N?
Pond.
Pond.
It's right there, at the bottom.
On Golden Pond, 1981.
Katharine Hepburn.
Okay.
Let me just
All
read
right.
the... What? Curmudgeon Normand is estranged from his daughter Chelsea. Nevertheless, at Golden Pond, he and his wife agreed to look after Billy, the son of Chelsea's new boyfriend, and at most unexpected relationship blooms.
Oh, a little love story.
Yeah, cool. You know what? I'm kind of digging. If you look at the logo here, I like that with the O is a fucking sun that's
That's it.
setting.
I
That's
like
pretty.
it.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Well, for those of you who don't know Steve, I mean, you guys have seen all the logos and videos that are done for. He does all these personally, by the
That's
way.
me.
Just so you know.
I get bored.
Just so you know.
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah, fun
Best
facts
friend.
of the week, the intro. No one does any of this. He does all of it. So yeah, just fucking.
I wouldn't let him do it anyways.
Yeah. As soon as someone came in, he'd be like, "All wrong, you're fired."
I don't like that. Yeah, it looks like shit.
You
We got the best people here that can do it. I am.
Deported.
You're fired. We were watching the Royal Rumble the other night. And
Oh.
I hate to say that it was too funny, but there was a point when there was a lot of Spanish wrestlers in the ring. And if you don't-
Hefty amount. There was probably 4 or 5.
4 or 5 of them. And if you don't know the Royal Rumble, quick little thing. You come into the ring, 30 entrants. You come in 90 seconds at a time. And the way to get taken out of this match is you have to be thrown over the top rope and land on your feet, right?
Oh God, here we go.
I probably said, that guy's deported like 5 times.
Yeah, I wonder where. Yeah,
And
Little-
I'm not that guy.
Steve
but
had
it was
his,
good.
His fucking ice T-shirt on. That's a joke.
Maybe I was drinking a little.
We were ready to go.
Maybe it was a good time. They had deported.
Just as you 619, someone just screamed deported.
Deported! That'd be pretty funny. You know what? That'd be the best if Rey Mysterio was deporting people.
Oh, dude.
That needs
Just
to be
Americans?
his new
Just
gimmick.
just white people.
As he does his finisher. Deported.
He's deported.
I'm deported.
I shouldn't have done
Yeah, that's yeah, okay, whatever. Number
keep going.
7. If you could see what I hear. That goes with what we're talking about here.
you
Oh my God.
Could see.
If you could only see what I hear.
All right.
What I would do.
This looks
Dude,
terrible.
what the fuck are they doing in that garden?
They look like they're planting things.
He's planting something.
In cavities. A light comedy / love story based on the life of a blind musician, Tom Sullivan.
So Tom Sullivan in this picture, zoom into this I wish I had a fucking play-by-play telestrator here, but this man is blind, right?
It doesn't look blind.
We're saying
this
he's
looks
blind.
like a ruse.
Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing. I think this man's like, hey, come help me plant these plants here, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, I'm gonna plant.
They're having a good time. They're
Can
having a
you
good time in
see-
the petunias.
Can you see what I hear? It's just, you know what it is? It's I can't.
Honey, like someone goes outside and you just like, is there someone just clapping by themselves next door? What is this sound I hear? I think they're making mac and cheese.
Don't worry about it. He can't see nothing.
They're cooking mac and cheese.
We need Tara for one thing on this
I know.
episode.
No. I can't stand that fucking noise, but I do miss it when it's needed.
What did this get on IMDb out of 10? 6.7.
All these movies are not rated terribly that we've seen so far.
Probably because no one's watching them to rate them at this point.
Yeah. Usually I feel the urge to click the trailer, but with this one I do not.
No,
so
we're good.
We
We're
move
good.
on.
Number 6. Victoria.
Victoria?
Julie Andrews.
All right.
Oh, this one looks naughty as well.
Ooh, you're so naughty.
The Disguise Surprise Comedy of the Year. Ooh, a struggling female soprano in 1934 Paris finally finds work after posing as a female impersonator. But it complicates her personal life when a visiting Chicago gangster finds himself inexplicably attracted to the seemingly male performer. Oh, no.
Wait, hold on.
This is before its time.
Wait. So is this a trans stuff going on in the
Not
beginning?
trans, but cross-dressing.
Posing is a... Okay, so hear me out.
Okay.
I don't know.
And she
It
doesn't look
looks
any...
Riley.
She looks like a woman.
Dude, this has the highest rating out of the ones we've done. 7.6.
But only 24,000.
7.6.
Okay.
Struggling
Blake
musician.
Edwards.
Soprano. I was thinking of like Italian mob stuff at first, and I was like, no.
Well,
Wally.
they say gangster right there.
Let
Finds
your-
himself. That's a gangster. Chicago
No,
gangster.
it's soprano. I thought, is it not musical? Because it sounded like it said they were talking about it being musical. Whatever, dog. Whoa, that lady's getting it.
Getting it.
Well, we'll do a quick little fucking. Sounds
Copyrighted.
musical
No.
to me.
Yeah. Well, I think it is, but in its own way. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Number 5, Chariots of Fire.
How do you spell chariot?
H-A-R-I-O-T.
R-I-O-T
Yes.
of whatever. It'll correct me if I don't. Chariots of Fire.
That's
57. That's
Not
not what
that
we're
one.
looking for.
1981 right there. Ben Cross, Ian Charleston. Dude, the Charleston. That's got a 7. 2 British track athletes, one a determined Jew, oh no, and the other a devout Christian, oh no, are driven to win in the 1924 Olympics as they wrestle with issues of pride and conscience.
I'm glad you threw those oh-nos out there evenly. Oh-nos evenly.
Oh, everybody gets
That was
everything.
Good. That was good.
There's no bias over here. There's
no, you're all getting
Yeah.
shot down over here on the decision wheel.
especially
Chariots
people
of
with
Fire.
pride and conscience. Come on. Get out of here.
Chariots of Fire.
Is
7-1.
Is this a... I don't mean to be whatever. Is this a... Are they talking like these dudes are...
Devon Chris, no, you're like a Brokeback Mountain scenario.
That's what I'm saying. Is this like a broke backer?
Okay, let's just check out the end. How about that?
They're just running.
They're just running on the beach.
They're running away from their gay thoughts.
I'm coming. All right.
Oh, no.
Did you hit it with the Jeopardy?
I just
theme
hit it with
for
the
this?
Jeopardy. Because, they're still thinking about it.
He's fat fingering over there.
Jesus. Number 4, Wrong is Right. I think maybe this goes with this move.
If it ain't
If it ain't wrong, it ain't right.
I hope it ain't right.
Oh,
So
no.
if it's wrong, what was it? It ain't right. If it's wrong, it's
Wrong
right.
is right.
Oh, look, I'm ghetto fine. Wrong
I'm ebonicsing it.
is whoops, whatever.
Sure, that's right. Actually, wrong is right, or right is wrong. No.
Wait, do I have all this?
Yeah, it's wrong is right, but not spelled like you're writing something.
Wrong.
Your head's in the right trot there.
is-
There you go. Yeah. Sean Connery? Yes. A TV reporter finds himself in the middle of an Arab leader buying 2 portable nukes. What the fuck? Hold on, let me reread this.
Can we do this trailer? I'd like to do this
do the
trailer.
trailer.
Okay, let's do this trailer. This one
want to
I'm
buy a
in
nuke?
for. Hold on.
Yes.
Let's start this at the beginning real
This
quick.
is, oh my God.
This feels very Sean Connery.
In a moment. World War III. But first, a word from what?
He's on to the most incredible story of his career.
Oh, reporter. Okay.
Atom bombs.
Not just one, but
2
two.
atom bombs.
Involves an Arab terrorist.
Why trust me?
Boy,
Television, you reach millions.
that's Arab?
Trigger-happy general.
Oh yeah, Sean Connery's been old for so long. Well, was old for so long.
Never shoot first.
Why not?
The President of the United States.
He's heard a rumor about the bomb.
Well, don't say yes and don't say no. Don't say maybe. Say you'll call back, but don't.
Oh no, this actually looks funny.
And it may result in World War III. The good news is his ratings are going through.
Something
the
tells me
roof.
he's not proud. He wasn't proud of this movie.
Columbia
They
Pictures
filmed a different
presents-
movie with him in like, all right, Sean, it's fine. You're a reporter.
Not allowed to hit women.
There's
Don't do it.
You're a reporter. There's 2 nukes. You got to stop them. And then they're like, all right, secretly we're making a comedy movie, and we're just not going to tell Sean.
Yeah. 5.6. 5.6 out of 10. Lowest one on the list so
all
far.
right. Let me just read that synopsis real quick.
Go ahead.
A TV reporter finds himself in the middle of an Arab leader buying 2 portable nukes, terrorists, arms dealer, a reporter, CIA spy killed, and a U.S. president order a kill, etc. I don't fucking understand anything that I just read.
I don't either. But this was the time for the nuke scaring. This was the era.
You're absolutely right.
Portable nukes, nuke scaring.
I want to read this one more time because I want to make sure I'm not having an aneurysm. Read this with me, please. A TV reporter finds himself in the middle of an Arab leader buying 2 portable nukes, comma, terrorists, comma, arms dealer, comma, a reporter / CIA spy killed, comma, a U.S. president ordering a KILL, etc. That doesn't make any sense.
Just let it go.
Finds himself in the middle of an Arab leader buying. He's buying 2 portable nukes. He's buying a terrorist. He's buying an arms dealer.
Punctuation,
he's buying
people.
a reporter.
This is a great thing. IMDb, get your shit together.
And he's buying a U.S. president ordering a kill, etc. What does that even mean?
This was a quick type.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
All right. It was good though. I like it.
Sure. The top 3 that week, no particular order, like I said earlier.
Am I gonna know these?
Conan's in it.
All right.
The Sword and the Sorcerer.
Oh, the sorcerer. Wait.
It says the Sword and the Sorcerer. I double checked that when I wrote it down because I was like, the Sword and the Sorcerer's Stone or whatever? No. The Sword and the Sorcerer. You saw it right there. Don't press whatever on there yet.
I'm not looking.
That's it.
I'm
That's
not
it.
looking.
Well, it's not going to tell you what we're looking for
Yeah,
here
yeah, yeah.
anyways. So, sorry. Conan, the Sword and the Sorcerer, and Porky's.
Porky's. Ah, yes.
Remember
Ooh,
titties?
speaking of, that's what I was just about to say. Is
Got
this
him.
the first one? So
The first one.
The second one is the beginning where they're staring into the bathroom, right? Is
No,
that the
that's
second one?
Porky's.
Is that the first one?
Where he sticks his dick through and the girl grabs his crank.
What a year for
titties.
breasts. What a year what a time to be alive.
I know, right?
As a teenage boy.
And
right
we had
now,
movies
right?
with reporters and nukes and CIA
you're-
agents that getting bought.
Dude, you're born what so when did this movie
Is 82.
81.
So you're born in 75. So,
No, 70.
no.
You're a
Well, you want me-
teenager. This is
oh,
a
you want me to
teenager
say-
dream. Yeah, your teenage
Okay,
dream.
70.
here.
Yeah, okay, 12.
Teenage
10,
boy's
10
dream.
to 12.
Yeah, being born on 70, 68, 69. It's 1981, 82. These 2 movies drop. You're sneaking into the fucking movie theater, dude.
I just put 2 and 2 together or something.
What?
You know, we're getting political. You know how everybody's like,
Okay,
oh, I
here
don't
we go.
want- Let's look at Porky's for a second. You're a child watching Porky's, and what is that movie? You're literally looking into the girl's shower. You're looking into
Oh,
another
100%.
person's bathroom, right?
Perving, hard.
Now everybody's obsessed with other people going to other person's bathrooms.
Perving.
I'm not trying to say
Look,
I've cracked the code.
if my wee-wee's out, I don't want anyone looking at it.
I mean, I'd like
I
my wife
don't-
to look at it.
I don't want anyone looking at my. I'm trying to pee.
I'm trying
I don't
to,
want any of you looking at my
during-
wee-wee.
Okay, in the bathroom. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
if I'm trying to go pee
yeah.
pee, I don't want any of you looking at my wee wee. You know, And
Unless
I'm calling
okay,
it my wee wee.
there's
I'm going to
one-
say that to you in the bathroom while you're trying to cop
Stop
a
looking
stare.
at my wee-wee! All right, there's only one time that I'm going to need someone else to look at it. Okay, there's 2 times when there's a doctor and I'm like, hey guy, what's that?
Hey, is this normal? What is this?
It's a good looking dick, Peter.
It's the healthiest penis I've ever seen.
The other part is I've broken both my arms in my hands, and I gotta pee, and they're in casts and whatever. I need help, right?
Yeah.
I need a bro to unhook me and
Just fucking
let my stream go.
yeah. We should facet something and patent it where it's like a rope or a string, and you hold it with your teeth.
When
this
you
guy
can't
doing?
when you can't use your hands, we got you.
Yeah.
It's called the teeth wee.
It's called the tugger wee. The tug and
The
wee.
wee tug.
The wee tug. Sold.
Look at us. We
You'll
just
see
made
this on the Decision Reel
$1 million
shop in the next couple weeks.
We're gonna prototype it first,
yeah.
obviously, and get it
Yeah.
working. We don't want to have any accidents.
I just peed all
Yeah.
over the floor.
I was talking about the other type of accident.
Oh.
You rip it too hard, and oh no,
Oh gosh.
it came off.
How'd you get the beans above the Frank?
How'd you get that zipper all the way to the top? It's just like taking off a Band-Aid. A 1.
How'd you guys get here so
A
fast?
2. We got a bleeder. He was masturbating. Sorry, there's something about Mary is like one of my favorite
It's
comedy
great.
movies of all
You
time.
flogged a dolphin?
You choked a chicken?
Yes.
Tell me you don't
hair
clean the
gel.
pipes out before any big date.
Is that a thing?
I've read that before any big decision.
I guess it keeps your brain. Yeah. It keeps your brain clear. I wasn't thinking.
Just-
I was thinking from like a medical, like, oh, there's less chances, which is not true. But yes, a clear vision,
clear.
post nut clarity is what they call it, which is kind of vulgar. But you know you're a clean slate, right?
Ready to go.
Right? Yeah.
Just
Any important
whatever
decisions
you
to be
need,
made.
So again, Porky's, Conan, Sword and the Sorcerer. What do you think? 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna go. This is Porky's debut, dude. I wish I could see. So here, I wish I could see all the trailers because I feel like this is very trailer driven. Because these are initial things for Conan.
You're right.
This is one of the what's his face's first movies. It's like, oh, we got Mr. Olympia doing a barbarian movie. I want to see the trailers for this. But if I had to guess, in this era, I'm gonna go Conan, Porky's, and then the Sword.
So you're going Conan, Porky,
This
Sword.
one's hard, man. This one's not easy.
You're going Conan is pork and the sword.
Conan's pork sword. Yes.
It is number 1, Conan the Barbarian.
Yes.
Number 2, Porky's. Number 3, the Sword and the Sorcerer.
Hey,
Look at you.
I know my bro flicks, dude.
When you got to think about it, I feel like you're better than going off the cuff.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm about. That's
I'm
not
about-
my MMO.
I'm about.
Yeah, just get it out. Just
Get it out quick.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of getting it out,
Yeah, getting it in. Conan's pork sword.
budget. What do we think it costs to make this movie?
Oh, I don't think very much. I'm gonna go with $5 million. I think it's low. It's low.
It's a little low. Like that's low.
I don't think anyone here was fucking crazy at that point in time. I don't know these female actresses or actresses for this era.
True.
But there's only 2 names that I see in this, and I don't think they were huge then or gigantic then, right? So Darth Vader, maybe a little bit, but I'll stick with what I said, 5. It probably between 5 and 10 is where I would go, but I'll go 5. I'll go low end.
I guess $20 million.
20 mil.
I was like, there's a lot to this movie. There's a lot of set dressing. There's a lot of, hey, we might have to go somewhere.
I know we're focusing on something right now, but I got a question.
Okay.
The ghost scene
Yes.
in this. How do you think they did that back in the day? That looked like the
Pepper's ghost. It's a mirror with something shooting up underneath it, and then the mirror's on an angle, right?
Oh.
So they're projecting it onto that, and then they're shooting through it.
Oh.
So if you go to Disneyland,
I thought they were like physically doctoring like the tape.
I mean, they
like,
could have done that
drawing
too.
on
I
the
haven't
tape. So
really
I was-
thought about it, so maybe. But I do know the easiest way to do that is the Pepper's ghost effect.
Okay.
So if you've ever gone to Disney World and you've gone to the Haunted Mansion, if you go through that scene where you're going through where they're all dancing, there's a couple parts in it too, but where they're all dancing, all the ghosts are dancing. Before you get there, there's nobody in the room, right?
Stop
Every time. Rest in peace. As you're going through, though, then you start seeing people dancing because it's underneath you that they're dancing, but it's being projected out there, which is cool.
Oh.
Peppers go. Look at that. Me.
Quick
demo.
demo.
Inside my
Look,
bell
we learned
jar,
stuff here. 59
I've
seconds.
got an angled
Let's see what the
piece
peppers go.
of plexiglass. And then if I set this on top of the screen,
all right. I get
like my iPad,
Yeah,
I
I
100%.
get a good
It's
reflection.
fucking great, right?
And
Isn't
the
that crazy?
iPad is
And it's
exactly as a
geniusly
second
easy.
monitor from
Yes.
my computer, and that's
Once you
hooked
get the
to
right
my
angles, there's no
synthesizer,
reflections
so
from anything.
Yep.
I can
Minus
make
the item you need.
the image move. You don't need
Fucking
like a fancy setup like this to make a Pepper's.
That's awesome. Look, we learn shit here.
I love easy dumb shit.
Yeah, easy fixes for things.
Right. And it makes you look good.
Yes.
Anyways, I guess 20 million, the actual budget. 20 million.
You fucking cock. You're being a pork sword.
Oops. He's being the porky sword
Good
that
job,
Conan
good
had.
job.
Yeah, and it was funny because I did you. I went, 20 million and wrote it down.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it works sometimes.
You hit, you miss. Follow your heart.
Follow your heart. Let's see if I hit on this one, the box office. What do you think this movie made overall in its run?
This is, I'm gonna go 85 million.
85 million.
I know it's a big movie, but I don't know if it's that big. I think the second one probably made more.
Probably. I would have, yeah, probably.
I have no idea.
You said 80?
Yeah, I'll go 80.
I guess 50 million. I was like, you don't, back in those days, like, were a lot of people going out to the theaters? Was this a
Yeah.
huge thing? Like, were people making all this money?
If it was number like 3 or 2, I would guess lower. But since it was
Okay,
number 1,
okay.
I kind of pushed it a little bit.
That makes sense. Opening weekend, it made $9.6 million.
Okay.
Overall, it made $79.1 million.
Hey,
Look at that.
Even a blind squirrel finds nut. That's a gross saying too.
It
Finds a
really
nut.
is when you think about it.
Yeah.
But what are they looking for?
Yeah, and look, you're a blind squirrel. You're not making it that long, anyways.
Unless you got people that are helping you. Like that guy in the fucking whatever, getting his fucking willy jumped on by that girl.
This is the blind dude?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just two blind things
Yeah, exactly.
helping each other.
Look at that. Help
Blind
me. I
man.
can't see. Me neither.
There's
Fuck
our
it, we'll
movie,
figure it out.
Blind Man and a Blind Squirrel. Just trying to make it.
Best friends
Yeah.
forever because we can find nuts together.
Just trying to make a nut.
It just
Trying to find a nut.
Oh my God, that's it.
Trying to make their nut.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Tomatometer time. What do we think critics and audience gave this out of 100%?
Oh man, this is a weird one too.
This would be, to me, this is a hard one.
Like
Like that nut.
I'm gonna go critics. I'm gonna go critics 49. I don't think critics would like this. Maybe 48, 49. I'm gonna go audience a lot higher. I'm gonna go audience. Let's do 60. Oh yeah, let's do 69 for the bros.
Hey,
69 for the bros.
69. All right. I guess 45 critics, 65 audience.
Hey, you and I right there. We're
Look
right
at that,
there.
Look at that. Critics gave this a 67.
Oh, that's what?
Yeah, a lot
Excuse
higher
me?
than I thought. Audience, 74.
Oh yeah, look. We're not far off there. We're not far off. But the critics being high is a little surprising to me.
IMDb, are you ready?
Sure.
6.9.
Hey! Wah, 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 wah.
We're just here to have a good
Can't see
time.
me.
Speaking of good times, the top and lowest reviews on IMDb, user reviews, the top reviews from Timothy Garton, March of 2020. So this is relatively new
Good,
for
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
old of a movie. He
Perfect.
goes,
Does he type that?
I am. I typed it. In my opinion, this is a perfect example of an action movie.
Okay.
It has become iconic over the last 40 years because of this. Arnold is well cast as the title character. James Earl Jones is an amazing villain who has uncommon depth. The supporting cast, including Max von Sydow, I think that's how you say his name, are wonderful. The music and sets are stirring and effective. The story is a simple one, but it is done very well. I really don't know what choices I would do differently to improve on this movie. It is a classic must-see movie. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, good. Love it. Good, love it.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
obviously this movie, look, okay, it's aged. 100% aged. Older movies were a lot like this, right? It didn't feel like, it felt kind of, you watch an old movie now, it kind of feels cheesy.
Well, yeah, because it's a different time and it's
Exactly,
hard to put
exactly.
together. Like, this is how
Watching
this was
it
good.
modern, you have to take that into consideration.
Right.
Watching it now. But look, notable mentions even today, minus how old this movie, the music in this is glorious.
The music is actually the
It's
best part of this
fucking
movie
amazing
for me.
It's fantastic. Minus,
And Arnold's titties.
yeah, minus him grunting. It's great.
When he falls down the whatever where he finds the sword,
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
When he's getting chased by the dogs or the jackals or whatever that shit.
And he's got the
Dude, and it's him. No one else sounds like that. Nobody. He's got the walking thing going on. No one sounds similar to him.
Do you think, like, while they were doing this, they thought it was serious? Like, do you think all the people that are making the movie around Arnold were like, "Oh yeah, this is going to be great. He's great," or were they like,
"This is him"? So,
well, I get that, but I'm saying, do you think because this was before he was an action star?
Oh,
right?
you think this is people experiencing and they're not sure if it's a fucking joke or not?
Right,
right.
So they're all just like, "Wait,
we know it's real because he keeps doing it,
right?
And has done it for years."
So he falls down the thing and he's and everyone's around him like, "Wait, he's going to make that noise? That's the noise he's going with?"
Arnold, it's a questionable acting choice. Can we write that again? And he keeps doing it.
Right. No, this Arnold guy, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Was elected to lead, not to read.
Not to read. Governor of California. The governor.
All right, this is the low from Talk Crop. I can't. Oh, I got it. Talk Chiropractic.
Yeah. What?
I'm an idiot. Don't know how to read.
I was elected to... Never mind.
This is October of 2009, so again, relatively newer than when the movie came out, but still a little old ago. This is one of Arnold's worst movies ever. The acting is pitiful. This movie is for people who are not entertained by a solid plot, human interaction, and good content. If you enjoy poor acting and tasteless, gratuitous nudity and sex, this movie is for you.
Yes. Zoom in on our faces, Steve. Yes, it is for us.
If you enjoy fight scenes that look like something you would see in a parody movie, then this movie is for you.
Also,
the movie goes for several minutes with no human communication. The first words spoken are "sit here." These words appropriately define the depth of all future dialogue. I can't honestly say that I would rather be mugged than waste 129 minutes watching this movie, but if I was only beat for a few minutes and didn't lose any money, I might prefer to be mugged. It was quite painful to watch Arnold try to act excited or angry or hurt. His groans were absolutely annoying. Be forewarned. 1 out of 10.
Oh, come on, that's a little rough.
Can
I show you some prime acting?
Do it.
Of Arnold. Hold on, let's watch this real quick. Let's give it a little gander.
I like how it's a funny Conan scene. How's not okay? If you're taking this seriously,
hold on. Let's do this one more time. Let's do this one more time. Throws a rock. Watch these guys looking the fuck in the air. Look at this.
What?
What is this? NPC.
Yep.
NPC shit. Right?
It's too good. It's too good.
That's perfect. Perfect. Oh, just got to throw him for a loop, man.
Again, if you're going into this movie thinking this is going to be God's gift to cinema,
yeah.
you're going to be sorely let down. But if you go in with it's Arnold,
man,
you're having a good time.
Dude, take it for what it is. If you want an easy way to live your life, just take things for what they are. And this movie is exactly what you stated, what that person stated.
Yeah.
If you like this, then this is for you. Fuck yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Clearly this was for you, dog.
Right. I'm
Take
in
a
it.
deep
I
breath.
want to see the gratuitous nudity and the fucking stupid fight scenes that make no goddamn sense. And Arnold going,
Clearly wouldn't like our blind nut squirrel movie. Also,
I don't know. The movie's going to be God's gift to cinema. So everyone's going to love that.
So many good
movie.
ideas. We just need to follow through.
We got to write them down because we forget them literally 5 seconds after we come up with them.
Yep.
I think we wrote a whole movie on this podcast one time, and it was great.
Yeah. Oh, just impromptu.
Oh yeah.
I made everyone like get into it, and Tara came up with shit. You were coming up with shit. I was like, okay, this is getting good. This is getting fucking
getting too good.
We
might be on something here. We got the best.
Thank
people.
God it's all documented in our past podcasts that you guys can go listen to.
Oh, on the DisIsn'tReal.com.
Free shout out to anyone that can go find that on our next one.
I will pay for someone's college tuition.
If
you can find
what we're talking about,
what episode and what we're talking about,
we'll give you a shout out.
Comment.
Yeah,
I bet you won't.
I bet you won't.
You got to subscribe
you. Like and subscribe.
God damn it. Who's your favorite character in this movie, Walter?
Okay, so
we're getting serious.
Look, it's a hard not to be the main character in this, but the bromance in this was unexpected for me watching it beginning to end. I knew there was kind of a thing, but how it blossoms is beautiful. So he hits up the succubus, right?
Yep.
Throws her into the fire,
which is hilarious.
Randomly walks outside the door the next day after the succubus incident, finds the bro tied up. They have a brief conversation and then just go running into the sunset together. I mean, literally, he's like, "I'm a thief," and they have a conversation, and then literally 10 seconds later, they're full sprinting to wherever they need to go. And after this, right, there comes the camel punch, hilarious.
Yep.
Comes the drinking, the theft. It's full bromance. That's a best friend arc.
Oh yeah.
It is a best friend arc.
Goals.
Then it comes down to the end, right, where she died. Oh, spoiler.
Oh no!
Yeah, she gets shot by a fucking
musket or whatever.
Snake, a snake arrow.
Yeah.
And then they go into battle together, full on. I'm like, this is it. This is the full on, one of the best bromances that I've seen.
If I was gonna die, right?
Yeah.
I want to go out and battle.
Yeah,
with my best buds.
Yeah, this is it, man.
We're all, you know, the Braveheart where they're all in the front line.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be
Just
no bitch in the back.
Go.
Front line. I'm getting impaled with one of those spears because you know everybody in the front's dying. They're killing each other.
Just this. It's like the Revolutionary War, and Steve and I are just fucking in the front, like loading our muskets. Like, ah, shit.
Yeah, right.
We can't go back. Guerrilla warfare is not a thing, but all right.
You know what's funny is how inaccurate muskets are, but also, so you're lining up.
Dude, that's the era of blunderbusts.
Well, that's what I'm
too,
saying.
So
you're lining up in the Confederate War with what? I think 1,000 people straight.
Yeah.
6,000 people deep.
Dude, they were just playing statistics. That's all they were doing.
You're hitting somebody, but it's not going to be the guy you're aiming at. You're going to be over there.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Taking out kneecaps when you're aiming for faces.
Yeah, you know what I think about that? Aim small, miss small.
Ooh. I like it. My favorite character, it's going to be the camel.
Okay, all right.
He took that punch and he didn't move.
Is this okay? I want the people to see this.
Is this animal cruelty?
Is this animal cruelty? Is it a real camel?
It's 100% a real camel.
All right. Hold on. Let's hit that one more time. Thank God Tara's not here. As soon as this went down, she would have clocked out. Dude, that's a real camel. That's 100%.
That's 100% a real camel.
The more I watch this, the more I feel bad, but it's still fucking funny.
I don't feel bad at all. That camel was into some shady shit.
Damn, that camel just fucking took a doozy. What else we got here? This is a whole thing we haven't
It's the whole
watched.
movie.
Was it that camel? The
camel
reprises his role right here. Look at this. That camel's like, fuck
coming
you,
back
man.
for you.
Animal look familiar?
What the fuck?
It does. I'm sorry about what happened the last time.
Why don't I remember that?
I don't think that
was that in Conan?
it. I didn't see that part. Maybe that was the second one.
That must be in the sequel. Oh
my god.
This is okay. This movie just made everything better in life. Like,
all right.
You talk about good writing.
He did reprise his role.
Yeah.
He reprised it.
You look at like
full arc.
Marvel movies, right, with full arcs and continuity and whatnot. This man punched a camel, right?
Yeah.
Did whatever, and then came back around, and the camel was there. He's like, I'm gonna wait my time. I'm gonna see this motherfucker again. And you just wait.
That's what I was gonna say, right? This is a arc. This is a revenge story, arguably just as good as the original Conan story. This camel
you don't know what that camel was.
This
up
camel
into.
got decked in what looks like a different city. I don't know. I'm not sure with the second one. And then the camel shows up at the end, just to spittoon his ass.
That camel hunted this man.
Yeah, wherever he went,
found sources to find where he is.
Time, sequels, found him.
I need the camel cut. I need the Conan camel cut.
This is great.
Make it happen.
This is
now.
Great. I'm glad we finished that video too. A little discovery here.
So on that, what's our favorite part of the scene in the movie?
It might be that now. that might be it.
I had this. He chucked that witch into that fucking fire. And he goddamn punched that camel.
Conan, how do you spell succubus? Succubus.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right there. Perfect.
All right.
That's gonna be it.
Let's check out the old fucking succubus scene real quick.
So there is a cut that they did in, I can't remember, in another country where they had to take out like her butt.
Like this part right here?
Yeah.
All right. So we're not going to go. They start making love, right? Little
definitely doing it.
verbose, and then
Right,
here's what
no,
Steve's
right.
talking about.
Right. Sorry for anybody wearing headphones.
Yeah, we turn it on.
Just
All I know is they're getting it right now. And
bye. See you later. You're out of here.
they're straight into
Literally.
the flames, right?
I mean, wouldn't that be what you're doing if you're making love to your lady and all of a sudden she just starts biting
Check
you
it
and
out.
turning into a succubus?
Talking about a one-night stand.
That is a
The ultimate
an ons
one-night stand. Hey, baby, come cuddle me next to the fire.
Call that a lagoon creature.
That scene was arguably the creepiest. That was going to be my what the fuck.
Well, because it comes out of nowhere too.
Yeah, 100%.
Hold on, let's
comes
be
out of
real.
nowhere.
The whole first 30 minutes of this movie, like the guy said, I'll give him that. He's sit here. Like that's the
Yeah.
only thing that's spoken. But I feel like that's the whole point of it. Is we don't need to be telling a story with words. We're telling a story with, look, he chopped her head off.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, all this is happening.
Kept it simple.
They're fucking all these people, and he's enslaved, and like all this shit. Like it makes sense. You don't need
Yeah.
talking through it, but it. Ooh, that guy doesn't have a highbrow in him because he's stupid. He couldn't read what was going on the screen.
Yes.
Exactly.
100%. Favorite scene's camel. As I
It's
replay it in my head, it's
100%
got to be the
camel.
fucking camel scene, dude.
Especially with the
Out
redemption
of
arc.
nowhere. Unnecessary as fuck. But now completely necessary for me.
Let's be real here. Do you think that was scripted?
I think someone probably had the camel and they were probably filming that walkthrough and someone was like, you just fucking punch it. Or maybe he did.
I think
The more I think about it, it might have been improv.
I think it's improv. Because if you watch it back, he stumbles into the camel,
Yeah.
then turns around and looks at it and just decks the fuck out of its face.
Yeah. Ooh,
Like,
look,
shouldn't have been standing there.
we don't support animal cruelty here at the Decision Reel. We are animal lovers.
Pretty,
But
Sorry.
if a camel comes at me cross,
Hey, we're not killing the camel. We're just putting it in its place.
I might give it just a stern talking to, you know?
Shouldn't have been standing there.
Yeah.
He was in. He was
With
on
my
my mark.
fists.
Right. Guess what, camel? Your turn.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah, my favorite scene as well, the camel scene.
Yeah, hands down. It might be both of them together now. We're gonna have to come back to the second one on this podcast.
Chucking camels.
We're gonna have to come back to the second.
Chucking. I need a shirt that says "Chuck and suck you, bitch."
Chucking succubusses.
Chucking succubuses and punching camels. I'd wear it.
I love it. Conan's
Or
pork sword.
it's literally just the scene where he's following through on the camel and it just says "fuck camels." Dicks in the dirt. And on the back, I'm wearing this shirt.
We don't make enough shirts.
I'll make a new one. Dicks in the dirt, camels fucking.
So your favorite was the scene, the camel, you think? The camel
It's
scene?
both of those scenes together.
Yeah.
Together. Because it's hilarious.
I do like the warp of him into actual no, turning into Arnold, right? So they put the kid on the thing.
Yeah.
It's expected but unexpected. Like you're waiting for Arnold to show up, right? You know that this movie has Arnold and is Arnold. And then this little kid's pushing it around in a circle. Kids start fucking dying. They're gone. And then all of a sudden you see these meaty thighs and you're like, "Oh yeah, this is fucking
That's Arnold.
This is him. This is him." And then they put him into a fighting ring. What a way to grow a character. 20 years of just walking in a circle. Everyone dies, so you just got to start pushing it by yourself.
Oh, yeah, it's wild.
And then you get thrown into a medieval barbarian fight club.
Kind of dope.
And you come out on top. You're trained by this fucking martial arts guy.
Kind of the way I wanted to live my life, but it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah, and then look, and obviously Revenge Quest gets crucified. He is genuinely crucified. And that's like left for the worst people on a tree. They bring him back from, was he dead? He was dead, you think? Like
100%.
dead? He
Yeah,
was
you gotta-
dead.
yeah,
They
yeah,
brought him back from the dead.
You're dead.
Yeah. And then finds whatever his face is and fucking kills him. Beheads. This is great. This is phenomenal. I live for this shit.
Storytelling.
If someone put that synopsis on a video game and said, "Would you play this?" 100%.
Ooh. Has there been Conan video? There has to be Conan the Barbarian video
There's been
games.
spin-offs
Sure.
from this in like media land. There's been TV shows, right? There's a TV show.
Yeah. They
TV
did
show,
the remake
movies,
with
number 2.
Jason Momoa was Conan, wasn't he?
Something like that. Oh, maybe I'll look it up. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure there's a Jason Momoa Conan that came out like in 2013, maybe something like that. But I'm just thinking like movie or video game like Conan or something.
Yeah, 2011. There he is.
I was close.
You nailed it. Probably sucks.
5.2. Yeah, 5.2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if there was going to be ever someone to take over the Conan, I feel like that's a good...
That's a good choice. It's not a bad choice. 100%. I mean, muscular, not a great actor.
Oh, he's not bad. Oh, Ron Perlman? Okay.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Who else was Rose McGowan? Okay, Rachel Nichols?
Oh, you got fucking the bad guy.
Bob Sapp?
Stephen Lang from...
oh, yeah. Bob Sapp's looking pretty... I don't want to touch him. How do you say that name?
Which one?
Bob Sapp.
Oh, yeah. It's the world's biggest black man.
He's coming for you.
I like him in The Longest Yard, where he's like the dumbest motherfucker, and they give him like a McDouble.
Yeah,
he gets his helmet hit sideways.
Yeah. Or no, it gets crushed into his nose or whatever.
Yeah.
He broke my nose. Yeah. Love it. All right, any what the fuck moments? You kind of touched on it.
The whole movie has a lot of what the fuck moments. A lot of the acting is completely what the fuck moments. The falling in the hole, what the fuck. The moms, all that. The gore is pretty what the fuck too, right? So you see beheadings in here, and you're like, oh shit. The biggest what the fuck is probably the snake arrow for me.
Okay.
I was sitting there and I was watching it, and he comes out. These are all real snakes.
Mm-hmm.
All these are probably real animals. He comes down, he has them around his neck, and all of a sudden you see him pull a snake out, and then it's fucking perfectly straight. And I'm like, he's going to use that as a fucking arrow for a bow. Sure enough, shoots it, stabs her in the gut, but it shoots with tail first.
I mean,
stabs her in the gut. I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
also, how
cool.
how dope is that?
Cool,
right?
right? Yeah, this man's locked and loaded with snakes. He's the snake guy.
Think about coming up with that idea, right? You're like, all right, we gotta kill this person. How are we gonna do it? We got a bunch of snakes here.
Tell you, dude, it's a fucking video game.
What if we made it so straight that it's an arrow, and then we use that arrow the other way? You want the pointy end, right? And then you can open its mouth to go around the bowstring to draw it. Done.
Viable.
Make it happen. Props.
Viable.
I like it. What the fuck for me? Probably that he punches a camel in the face.
The camel scene just is taking it all.
Unprovoked too. He stumbles into it like almost drunkenly, right? Because
was he drunk at that point? He was drunk,
partying.
right?
Yeah, they're having a good time.
Well, I know he gets drunk afterwards.
Camel. Oh yeah. I mean, you got to party and celebrate that you just knocked the fuck out of a camel. Dude, knock the camel the fuck out. What? Camel fuck? What?
Yeah, nice.
Sorry, I'm checking with my producers over there. Is that what we're going with?
We did have an imaginary producer.
We do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like I'm producing this whole show. I'm talking to myself. Are we good?
Thank you. He's got to have a name. We'll figure it out.
It has to be Jim.
Jim. Hey, Jim. Look that up for me. And I'm going to be like,
Is the audio good, Jim?
Yeah.
Speaking of audio, the fun facts of the fucking week. I want the gong behind me, so I want to hit it. The gong,
dude,
the Taco Bell gong.
It makes me hungry every time I hear it. My fat ass is like, oh, chalupa.
Dude, Taco Bell, I mean, that, let's be real. Whoever came up with that idea, bank.
Dude, I want the dog back.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah. I think I need the bigger box.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sandal Bergman did their own stunts as suitable body doubles could not be found.
Makes sense.
These two men were so massive.
Go ahead.
These two men were so massive. We couldn't find anybody to
that's be. That's a gay Trump. You're doing a gay Trump.
I mean, is he not?
Didn't he have
Did
AIDS
you hear
in
him
that
talking?
movie?
Did you hear him talking about Arnold Palmer's dick?
Arnie Palmer alert.
Yeah. He was like,
Arnie Palmies.
When he went into a locker room, all the men in that locker room were so jealous.
Dude, his era, people forget about Trump's early era, where no one liked him, and still a lot of people don't, but his early era with like Tyson and shit like that, where he was like best friends with him and all the crazy weird shit that was going on. It's pretty wild. People check it out.
There's crazy stuff of like just people name dropping Donald Trump in movies and TV shows from the 90s.
That's where he was. He's just lurking.
Yeah.
Just lurking.
Always in the shadows. Always watching. Sorry. This film was intended to be the beginning of a series with at least 4 sequels in the pipeline, and Arnold Schwarzenegger had to commit to all of them at first.
What happened?
I'm going to say Conan the Destroyer, the second one, didn't do too good.
Oh, man. All right, we got to watch it now. Now I'm
I need to
fucking
see.
enticed.
I need to see the worst they got. I'm pretty sure they probably went with everything that didn't work in this movie. You know what I mean? Like they didn't lean into the goofy, hilarious shit.
Oh.
They probably went, oh, it needs to be more serious.
He's a barbarian, right? Follow the barbarian way, which is just badassery, pillaging, women, all that stuff. Just follow it. It's not hard to do. You ain't got to make a lot of depth with this guy. They already made a lot of depth.
He's a barbarian.
He's becoming a king barbarian.
Just
Let him fucking
throw that
do it.
broadsword at somebody's face.
Yeah.
Ride the camel he punched and made up with. That's his
Yeah.
fucking his horse that
Dude,
he rides everywhere.
That's the arc.
Right?
That's the arc.
It's 100% it.
He's just riding into battle on a fucking camel, and it's
But
one.
there's only one, and it's his.
Yeah.
Right? And he names him Geppetto.
I'm on this camel. I've named him Seabiscuit.
And you know how he fights and wins? That fucking camel sprays its goddamn mucus everywhere.
Jurassic Parks him?
Yeah.
And then he just fucking
It's acid.
beheaded? Oh, yeah. Love it.
That
Sold.
smells so bad. And they're gone.
The head's gone.
And Arnold's just...
Oh, my God.
Movie fucking prints money already. The sword inscription reads, "Suffer no guilt, ye who wields this in the name of Crom." While he was governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger displayed it behind him in his chair in the Reagan cabinet room.
I kind of like it. Kind of like it.
Imagine being somebody coming into a senator's room or whatever he was. He wasn't a senator. He was the governor. The governor of California.
Yeah.
You're coming in and be like, all right, man, we got to do something. And he's just like...
Right there. Just look at that. Just take a gander, take a quick read.
Sword says no. Try again. Or he goes, see that sword right there?
Bye.
I was elected to lead.
Not to read.
Not to read. What was there, like 3? Whatever it was.
I always thought that was funny, right? Because that was my first. I don't talk politics ever, but that was my first. Like, what the fuck?
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Right.
We gotta.
But he was pretty
He
good
wasn't
governor.
terrible.
Yeah.
He wasn't terrible, which is a heavy thing to say.
And he's a Republican, but he has very, very like staunch liberal views.
He leans. What everybody should do is be open. Don't get fucking bottlenecked into anything. Be open. Be good. Be a good human.
Be open.
Be
like that camel getting punched in the face.
I was gonna say be open like Conan, but he's not. He's definitely
not open. Be open like that succubus getting thrown in that fire, because that fire was open in that room.
And she was a little open herself.
A little loose. A little loose, let's be real. Maybe there was something behind it. I don't know. Arnold Schwarzenegger had retired from professional bodybuilding after winning the 1975 Mr. Olympia contest. He got back into such good shape while training for his role in Conan the Barbarian that he decided to enter the 1980 Mr. Olympia contest. He won the contest, although there was a great deal of controversy about whether he deserved the victory or not.
No, I don't know. I think he deserved it.
Having sex with a woman,
He also
the
got us-
satisfying to me as coming is, as having sex with a woman and coming. So can you believe how much I am in heaven? I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night.
I want to say something I've never said on this
Governor
podcast
of California.
before. I love this man.
Governor of California. Old ex-governor.
Yeah, they're gonna do. Nas.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, before we get to our final decisions, I got a very, very important question to ask. Favorite Arnold movie? Go.
Oh, fuck. There's so many iterations of Arnold.
There's no, you can't, it's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah, dude, I love
one child.
my kindergarten cop Arnold. I love my T2. I love my Terminator Arnold. Look, I live in cheesy action. I think I'm gonna go fucking True Lies. I think I'm gonna go True Lies.
That's not a bad decision.
I think I am.
He embodies every part of Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie. Right? He's the action stoic guy.
Yeah.
He's the funny kind of guy when he like has the truth
Cheesy
serum or whatever.
90s
It's a cheesy 90s
epitome.
whatever. But also like he's relatable even as this macho CIA whatever guy he is, and he does a great job in the movie.
I think
so you're getting every single Arnold in it.
If you gave me all of them, I think I would choose that one to watch right now. If
the movie's great.
Yeah, I would be like, yeah, let's fucking do this. Let's do this. But there is an Arnold for almost every occasion. I know Tara would love to hear this right now, but there is an Arnold for most occasions.
There's literally that holds up in court.
There's pregnant Arnold.
Yep.
You can. I mean, look, and with it's great. He has so many good movies.
Yeah. If you need a movie that he's your twin brother, twins. If you need a movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger has a baby, he has a baby in Junior. If you need a movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger is being a superhero, there's
Batman.
Well, a super villain I was going to go with there was getting there. If you need somebody to tell you to chill,
Mr. Freeze.
You're there.
Christmas.
You need a Christmas guy to steal you a present because your son fucking hates
Turbo
you.
Man.
Turbo Man.
Give me the doll. Give me the doll.
If you need a guy to jump out of the movie theater into the real world, you got fucking Last Action
Sorry,
Hero.
hold on. This is it.
Slater.
That's my favorite Arnold movie.
Oh, it's so good.
That's my favorite. Last Action Hero is my favorite Arnold movie. What a concept.
The best part of that movie, spoilers if you've ever seen it, is when he gets shot in the real world.
I completely forgot about that.
And it hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now that you think about it.
I feel kind of guilty.
But anyways, he gets shot in the real world and he's about to die, and they finally get him back through the screen, and he comes back, and they're like, "What the fuck's the problem?
Powers back,
it's just a scratch. It's a flesh wound."
So good. The cop. The stereotyping in that is great.
And he's yelling at them, and he's steaming from the ears, and he blows out the windows, and they're always coming back to replace it and everything.
Dude, that's so good.
You know Danny DeVito's in there?
Where?
He's the animated cop. The cat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay. It's great. Also,
I think I knew that.
Also, one of the best villains of all time in any movie to me is the guy with the eye, the one eye that comes out.
Was it No.
I don't remember his real name or whatever, but in the movie, he
Jack the Ripper was the first one
that
with
was
the axe, right?
Yeah.
Super creepy.
Oh yeah.
But the Deadeye guy, I don't remember his fucking name.
Amazing. He's great. And he's in Lord of the Rings. He's in the Underworld movies. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's in I think a lot of the UK stuff because he's a UK based guy. But really good in that movie.
100%.
Like, really good.
That's my that is. It's that True Lies, but I'll do last. I'm most excited if I see how I gauge this, and I'm curious how everybody gauges like their favorite movies from specific big actors. I would gauge it by what I'm most excited to accidentally find, right?
Ooh,
so
okay.
if I see a whole list of these, or if I see any of them come up randomly, I think I'm most excited for Last Action Hero. I think I would choose that over many movies that I really love that I'd see. I'd go, oh, that's it. That's a good day. It's my Sunday evening. I'm eating pizza. I'm having a beer. Last Action Hero accidentally pops up. All of a sudden, I end my week perfectly.
Perfectly.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Every time.
It's hard to kind of describe too, because not a lot of people have seen that movie because they don't think it was ever good because it was a box office bomb. The reason why it was a box office bomb, two reasons. Number one, people thought it was going to be a regular Arnold movie and they weren't ready for this like breaking the fourth wall kind of whatever thing. Also, it opened up against Jurassic Park. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Yeah. So I mean, come on.
You can't. That's our number one rated movie.
Yeah, you ain't beating that.
Chet, if you want to find our highest rated episode, or not episode, but highest rated between the judging and the scores that we all give, Jurassic Park.
I mean, for good reason.
Anyways, just in case you haven't heard of this, I'll do a quick little snippet of this. Hold on, let me skip some music. Oh, I forgot the fucking movies.
And they do the same
Tropic Thunder thing in the beginning.
Yep.
Ah, fucking. Dude, I gotta watch this when I get home now.
It's so good.
Columbia Pictures is proud to present the screen's greatest action hero,
Jack Slater.
Jack Slater.
Cigar.
That guy.
Police chief.
Yep.
Devil May Cry attitude.
Yep.
And Danny Madigan is his
Heartwarming.
biggest fan.
It's pretty good.
God damn it! All right. We don't gotta do the whole thing,
Pretty
man.
good.
I'm already
It's
sold.
one of my
I sold myself.
top movies of all time. It's not. You can't say it's like a fucking 10 out of 10 movie because it's not. But
Back
it's up
pocket
there.
movies.
Yeah.
Secret back pocket movies.
Exactly.
Like people don't think of. It's
Yep.
up there.
I showed Tiffany that when we were going through our Arnold phase because she was never a big Arnold person, and I was like, guess what? You're my wife.
We're going to figure it out.
We're watching. Yeah. We're
That's
either
what
gonna
couples do. We're going to figure it out.
We're either working through this or get out because I got camels to punch.
This is turning into a true lie right now.
Exactly. But anyway, so she ended up like loving Junior, which I didn't think out of all the Arnold
Another
movies
great
that
one.
would be it. But she was like, "Wow, this. How did I not watch this?" I was like, "Because it has Arnold, and you probably hate him." He's
She's
like,
got
"Yeah."
sleepers, man, for movies. Sleepers for movies.
It's not the tumor.
Big names, medium names. I can't think of a movie that I actually dislike with him in it.
Also, think about him doing that movie for a second. That's not a movie that a typical person would be.
Not at all.
Let's do this. He dresses up as a woman in that because, you know, whatever, and he's having a baby and all this shit, and you're playing, and it's funny, you would think they're playing it for laughs, but they're not.
Yeah.
So it's actually a pretty,
He also seems like someone, obviously he got too big to back into any kind of typecasting, right?
Sure.
He got way too big. So he got the opportunity to do these roles, and I think he did a great job.
Oh, for sure. You look at like Sylvester Stallone trying to do all the same roles. Not good. Not good.
No, should have stuck to porn.
Should have. Should have. Cool little throwback in Last Action Hero. They go into a Blockbuster video, and Sylvester Stallone is Terminator in that timeline.
Yeah. Well, they all
wild.
He was one of the ones that they all owned Planet Hollywood, right?
Yep.
Wasn't that?
Oh, yeah. And that was around exactly that
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, another fun fact for this: they're
Bruce
filming
Willis, him, and Sylvester.
Those and then there was,
right?
I think, Sharon Stone maybe would have been in there or something like that as well. Or
Initially, there was more, but I can't remember.
Doesn't matter. But as they're filming for Last Action Hero, they actually did it at a Planet Hollywood event because all the people were going to be there.
Oh,
so they had
dope.
like a red carpet ceremony and everything, and he was Jack Slater, but he was Arnold Schwarzenegger in the fucking movie. It's crazy. Fourth wall break.
Fuck yeah.
Final decision on Conan. Out of 10, would you recommend this? Is it a must-watch or a skip? Walter, take it away.
So I'll recommend. I don't think it's a must-watch. Unless you're me or Steve and you share. Let's take it back a bit. Steve brought up he did the IMDb's top rated and lowest rated reviews.
Yep.
The lowest rated review was perfect. A perfect description of the target audience for this movie. So the demographic is specific. If you enjoy gore, action, cheese, something that's not trying to take itself super seriously, this is it. If you enjoy fun, old school action, this is it. Watch it. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to give this a solid 6.8 out of 10. 6.8 out of 10.
6.8 out of 10.
That's where I've been living with these action movies recently.
Which makes sense. They're not the best thing you've ever seen, but also they're decently good.
It's enjoyable for me, man.
Yeah. Let me read this here. It's been a long time. That didn't make any sense. It's been a long time.
Been a long time
since I sat down to watch Conan. And while it's... Why is this not making sense the way I wrote it?
Just take it from the heart then, dude.
Okay, it's been a long while since I sat down with Conan. That's what it is. And
There
while
we
it
go.
is the most macho thing still, it doesn't reach that it's so bad it's good for me. It's somewhere in between and more on the bad side of things, but I'm laughing all the way through it.
Yes.
There's barely any dialogue, which sort of works for this, but also what seems to be here with the dialogue was done like in post afterwards, which also then makes it funnier for
Yes.
me. The movie on the whole
Preparation H.
is terrible, right?
Yeah.
But as you're watching it, it slowly creeps up to you of being like, this is amazing.
There's something to it.
Right.
There's something to it. It's not good.
It's not good.
But there's something about it.
It's the cheese factor. It's the macho. It's the Arnold S factor here
Yes.
playing. I think if it was anybody else, I would have been like, nah.
No, exactly. 100%.
You show me a video of any other person punching a camel, I'm reporting them to the authorities.
I think the single reason that this is funny is because of Arnold. I don't think that I would be interested in this movie with any replacement. A lot of times I'm like, obviously you love an acting job. Like if you watch something, you fall in love with it. It's like hard to replace that person.
Yeah.
But this is one of those cases where I watch it and there's nobody I can even think of that would have done a job like this.
Everybody's doing what they need to do.
And not only that, I don't think older Arnold would have been able to do this. I think later Arnold would have not been able to accomplish whatever this is.
That's a good thought because he
had
would have
to
tried
be-
to do it differently.
Yeah, this had to be new, figuring it out, buff Arnold, figuring it out on the scene, buff Arnold, for it to be what it is.
I agree. Maybe that's why the second one doesn't work as good.
Maybe he maybe chomped around some acting shit and then was like, it got a little too much. He was like, fuck.
I went to the Shakespeare acting class. And now I want to act. Anyways, I'm going to give this a recommend in a 6 out of 10.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's right where it's supposed to be.
Look at us.
Look at us.
6.8, 6.
Look at us.
6.0. Look at that.
Yeah.
Anyways, want to thank everybody for listening, watching, subscribe, do your thing. Follow us on our social medias at The Decision Reel. Go to our website, www.decisionreel.com. Find what you can on there. Next week, up in the air. It's going to be something that's going to be last minute. Doesn't really matter. We're going to figure it out. If Josh is back or if Tara's back, might be either one of their picks. We're going to see what we're going to do. In the meantime, listen to or watch our back catalog and see all the other episodes we got. See if we're right or wrong in your eyes, and tell us why.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, you're fucking wrong. And I'm going to punch a camel.
Best payback story of all time.
Goodbye.
Later.